Hello internet, welcome back to my channel. I am still Veronica and I'm still giving you my consistently inconsistent videos. It has, as always, been a while since I filmed last because life, honestly, and it will continue to be like that. But I really wanted to make content again, so I am doing it. Honestly, the world has been making it very difficult for me to film this video. The reason this video has come about is because it is Halloween time. Hopefully it will still be around that time when this video comes out. But basically, I really wanted those Pillsbury sugar cookies that come, like the dough that comes in like a long sausage, and you know, they have like little pumpkins or ghosts or whatever like sliced into them, and you can slice them up and make like those little cookies. I really wanted those, and generally speaking, one of the reasons that today's video has been extremely difficult to film so far is because today is the day that I decided to film, and today is also the day that I think that my street has decided to cut down trees. So if you hear any loud noises in the background, like trucks or chainsaws, it's probably that. Sorry, but I tried waiting it out and it didn't work, so we're just gonna roll with it. I was trying to find those sugar cookies, and I remember them being like all over the place in past years, but for whatever reason, in all the grocery stores that I went to, even if they said they were in stock, they were nowhere to be found. No sugar cookie sausages anywhere, and I really wanted them, so I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm going to make them myself. So I found a recipe online. This is where it's from if you guys want to find this recipe, and I'm just gonna make them myself because I want them and I'm going to have them. So this is me persevering and making a video and making those sugar cookies, and nothing is going to stop me. Hopefully this won't be some Final Destination shit you find later when, you know, someone's like, and this is going to happen no matter what, and then, you know, something bad happens. So without further ado, I'm gonna put on my Baphomet, what are these called? I'm gonna put on my Baphomet apron and we're gonna get going. All right, so Baphomet apron is on, and I would like to give you a very welcome, very warm and loud welcome to my kitchen. This is my new apartment. I moved in case things look different to you. So I think the first step will be to get all the dry ingredients together. So we've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder to put into a bowl and combine together.
Hey guys, it's me, Veronica from editing. So somehow the footage of me mixing the dry ingredients just decided to disappear forever, which is pretty on point for what's been going on in this video so far. So just know that in the next clip here, I am just putting together that cup of flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. All right, have a good time, bye.
I just made a big ol' mess, but you know what, that's fine. I should do more baking stuff on my channel. Guys, if you want to see me do more baking stuff, let me know. Because baking has been one of my favorite pastimes. It's just really nice to have a step-by-step of how things should go, and then to know how to get it there and how the science works. We love having a step-by-step. You know, life is not a step-by-step. So we did the dry ingredients, I set that off to the side, and we're gonna go ahead with the wet ingredients now. So some of this is gonna be off camera for me because my whiskey boy is all the way over here, and you're not gonna get primetime whisk action with the shots that I'm doing right now. So if you want primetime whisk action in the next video, let me know. I'll set that up for you so that we can whisk together. What is going to be happening in the next bowl is going to be a cup of sugar, a cup of cold chopped up butter, which I have pre-done for the sake of time in this video, and then we will cream in 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla after the butter and the sugar are incorporated and creamed. So I will see you after I cream all of those together. dropped out of my hand.
If you didn't see that, there was a casualty.
Hi, it's me. Yeah, so you saw on the video, the B-roll, that I dropped the entire bag of sugar on the ground. Here's Patrick, he's wiping up his feet. It's fine. I got 1 cup in the bowl, but
There's still a lot of sugar left.
But a lot of other sugar made it on the ground. So if you were wondering where my life is at, that's about where it is right now. The bacon gods really don't want me to make this video, but I'm doing it anyway. Alright guys, I'm back. So I'm aware that my mixture is not the best looking situation that you really want to go for. It's probably you're gonna want it to be a bit smoother than where I've got it. But this was with elbow grease and with whisk grease. I would just, like to apologize if these cookies don't turn out the best. This is not a representation of my regular baking skills, I would say, but this is what we're working with. So we're just here with Veronica in a chaotic kitchen today because I guess I'm just serving you chaotic energy. So the next thing we're gonna do is just incorporate the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. So I'm just gonna slowly get these going together and hopefully make some form of dough. Wish me luck. Who knows what could happen. So I'm just gonna pour in like half of it. Just kind of whisk her around a little bit. I'll start using my hands here in a little bit, but I just want to get the really wet stuff in there. And we're just looking for a dough eventually. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour the rest in and do this with my hands because why not? Okay, so I have the dough made. It looks like this. It's a little bit stickier than I thought, so I might add a little bit more flour. But we'll see how things go. So what I'm gonna do now is take about 2/3 of the dough and put it off to the side. And then I'm going to put, I think, some blue food dye in the other third because we're gonna make some ghosts. Or something like them. So we'll see how that goes. So this seems like not it. There, that seems like a third, right? Seems like a third. Sure, why not? All right, so we're gonna drop a couple of drops of food dye in there just to get that middle color, because this is gonna be the middle of the dough. This is what's gonna have that funky shape. Guys, I have such good memories with food dye. When I was in preschool, they would take like lunch trays, like the big lunch trays that you would get your lunch on, and they would put a bunch of shaving cream and draw it in a few different types of pictures. The one that was most common for me was a house with like clouds and stuff. And then they put food dye in it and you could just like rub that crap. You rub it all over the place. And that is how I always remember food dye. And my hands are a little bit buttery, so this is kind of hard to open. Hold on. Aha! All right, so we've got my blue food dye. I think I'm gonna do, let's see what 2 drops does. 1, 2, okay. Let's see how that goes. My hands are certainly incorporated with blue dye. Okay, so my finished product was looking like this, very Cookie Monster blue. But I did it. I got the food dye in there. It made my hand a beautiful blue as well after I washed it. So what you're seeing now is some flour on my counter. I floured up my beautiful rolling pin, and I'm going to roll out my blue dough and get it into singular, I guess, ghost shapes, and then put them together in like a stack. And then, yeah, and then we'll take it from there. So that's what's going to try and happen here. We'll see how it goes. So I'm just gonna roll it in a little bit of flour and get it a nice little ball and just roll it out a little bit. Okay, so I think that's gonna be good. I'm gonna take a little paring knife and try and make a little ghost guy and see how this goes. That's a keyhole. That's a keyhole. All right, so that's not it. That's not the dream. That's not it. We'll try it again. Just pat it out, you know, it's cool, it's fine, never happened. Okay, maybe we'll make them a little thicker. Maybe that'll help with my conundrum. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Maybe they're gravestones. Yeah, maybe they're gravestones. A couple of eyes on them. Did that do it? And the good thing though is that these are Halloween cookies, so if they turn out looking like really creepy, it's totally on brand, you know? Right? Right. All right, so I'm gonna continue with this for a while and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so I have my weird ghosts done. They are in a blobus form that looks like this. They've got some dumb little eyes on them, so when you cut into them, they will, that's how they'll look, hopefully. If not, we did our best, right? Sure. So now I'm gonna take the rest of this dough and pretty much roll it out and sausage it around, well, I don't know why I keep saying sausage, and just wrap it around the blue dough so that you get that, you know, mostly cookie with a little bit of design in the middle. If I'm being quite honest, I have gone off recipe quite a bit, so I don't know how this is gonna work, but it might. Here's my weird blob of ghosts, and I'm gonna lay them on the edge of the dough so that the face is still facing out. So hopefully we'll still be able, whoopsie daisy, to see the ghost's face after we're done wrapping. This is so silly. All right, so we're gonna make her a big sausage. If I'm being honest, they're probably just gonna be circles with eyes. So this is what this is what we look like. We got like this weird ghost caterpillar of dough. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stretch her out a little bit. I don't know how much blue is in the caboose, if I'm being honest, but I'll roll it out just a bit. Because I think they're supposed to be smaller, huh? Great, so we've got this weird sausage. And I'm just gonna wrap it up and I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a couple hours. So yeah, I will see you in a few hours to cut this up and put it in the oven. Ooh, this is gonna look so creepy.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, so it's been about an hour and a half since I put the dough inside the refrigerator to set and firm up a little bit. The next step will be to cut individual slices out of the dough. And hopefully we get some form of like ghost like creature in each slice. We're gonna slice them in like 1/2-inch little circles. I think I made it a bit bigger than it's supposed to be, but that's fine. You know, we're just living and we're learning, and that's it. Maybe I'll show it to you up here. Here's our ghost guy. Here's our sausage link of cookie dough. So yeah, we're just gonna cut little 1/2-inch rounds and hopefully something will happen. Here's the first one. I don't expect the first one to be amazing, you know, it's like the butt of the bread. And I realized that the front of it might not be, each one might not have eyes because of the thickness might vary a little bit. But here's one. It's definitely a ghost.
That's adorable.
Patrick is off camera, to my left, so.
I think it's adorable.
Thanks, baby. All right, here's a ghost. It kind of looks like a ghost. Maybe just like one of those speech bubbles that happens during SpongeBob when Squidward was in like the future. Maybe we'll reach another eyeball somewhere soon. Oh, oh, oh! This one's good. Look at it. It's a little amorphous guy.
Oh, that's so cute. He looks inquisitive.
He does.
He's like, what's going on here?
They're all gonna be different.
Oh, this one's winking.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit more of like an excited face on it. All right, this guy doesn't have anything. Oh! He's a one-eyed guy.
Cute.
Oh my god, I'm so triggered. All right, let's see. All right.
And it's gonna be delicious.
Why does like so many of these end up just having one? I thought I put 2 eyes on a lot of these.
I feel like you did.
All right, look at this guy. Pillsbury who?
More like Pillsbury boo in there.
By the way, I just lined these with parchment paper, and I have my oven set to 350 degrees. Okay, so, excuse my refrigerator. I am going to put these in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes until they get like lightly golden brown. And hopefully we will have some edible ghost-like cookies to have. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, we are finally there. I finally done it. The universe gave me so many hurdles to go over to make these stupid cookies exist in my kitchen.
Really pretty cookies, we made some spooky cookies, here they are. Take a look at these really spooky cookies. Ba 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 da 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 boom ba beep ba ba da 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 ba ba da dee da da.
I think my favorite would have to I'm making a mess. Would probably be this guy right here. It looks pretty good. Yeah, but I think that's the most ghostly. We've got some outliers. We've got Mr. this big boy from the beginning. And then there are the good few that just don't have any eyes at all, that are just kind of like floating blue blobs, but floating blue blobs, that's difficult to say. Anyway, they're fine. They might not be ghosts. It's up to interpretation, so kind of decide for yourself if they're ghosts or not. But I think all that's left to do is try one. They've been cooling for a while. They ended up being in the oven for I'd say about 10 or 11 minutes, just because they're probably a little bit thicker boys than I intended. But let's do it. Do you want to try one with me, my corn buddy?
I heard thick blue boys, I'm in.
Okay. All right, ready?
Tink.
Cheers.
Tink. Cheers. Fuck.
Cheers or tink?
Tears.
Tears it is. All right, bottoms up.
Oh, that's soft.
That's crumbly.
Mm-hmm. I'm into it.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
They're really buttery and short.
It's a little bit like a butthole.
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, you can't keep that in the video.
Yeah, I can. Can do what I want.
They're pretty buttery and short, as she was saying.
Are they exactly like Pillsbury Doughboy cookies? No, but gosh darn it, I made sugar cookies that have little spooky ghosts in them.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters to me at this point.
Same.
All right, well, now that all of the ruckus has finally ended on my street, I am done filming. So I hope that this was usable, and I hope you guys are staying safe and wearing masks and just being mindful of people, but also taking care of yourself, okay? You're doing great, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
I'm gonna eat the rest of these cookies now.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom.